Hi guys, it's Jenny and welcome to this lovely morning stretch where we're going to start off kind of gentle, ease us into it, and then build up to some bigger stretches towards the end. It's great for the morning or any time of day that you want. Just a gentle stretch. To start off sitting on the floor, I'm cross-legged right now, so you could join me and sit on a few cushions if that helps, or you can sit however's comfortable for you. And we're going to start off just breathing. So take a deep breath into the nose and out through the mouth. Just taking a moment to check in with your body. Is there anywhere that feels tight today? Anything that feels a little stiff? You can start having a little move around, a little twist. Just moving your spine nice and gently, folding forwards, or to the side. Just having a little play. Then settle in the middle, and we're going to inhale and sit tall. And drop the shoulders down. So we should be sitting in this nice tall posture. We'll do a little bit of neck stretching. So look over to the left, chin to shoulder, and to the right, chin to shoulder. A couple more times. Keeping our breathing steady. And then left ear to left shoulder, tilting sideways. Right ear to right shoulder. Trying to keep those shoulders down so we really get the most out of the stretch in the neck. And then tilt the chin forwards and up to the sky. Forwards to your chest. And up to the sky. Cool from there. Take a deep breath in, stretch the hands. Really take up some space. And then tip over to the left. Left hand finds the floor. Right hand staying over your head, stretching all that right side. Have a little wiggle. See where it feels good for you. And if it feels like you can go a bit further, you could go down onto that forearm. Increasing the stretch. We're just trying to encourage that hip to stay down while we do it. And then come back to the middle, reaching up nice and tall. And tip over to the right. Right hand finds the floor, left hand stays overhead. Stretching. Turning, having a wiggle, exploring. Maybe going down to that forearm, if that feels good on this side. And coming back up, we're going to place our hands behind us, lift the hips nice and high, open the chest, stretching the shoulders. And then sitting back down, we're going to rock forwards, hands coming in front of your feet, in front of your legs, maybe down onto the forearms, depending on how you're feeling today. And it's totally fine if you're feeling a little tighter today. If sitting is already stretching your hips. Just here to listen to your body today with no judgment. Whatever you're feeling today and however far you're stretching is exactly where you need to be. We're just here to get moving and here to feel good. So we're going to roll over onto our hands and our knees. Once in this tabletop position, we're going to start off, first of all, just having a little wiggle. Moving your spine around, arching, rounding, twisting side to side. See if there's anywhere that feels a little tight, a little stuck. Just start moving it. Your shoulders feeling good. Is your upper back or lower back need a bit of attention? Then settle in the middle, and you're going to drop your tummy, lift your chest, look up to the sky. Trying to push your hips up, arching your back, opening your chest, and then round your back, spreading your back as wide as you can get it, pushing up away from the floor, tucking your hips underneath. And then drop your tummy, lift your chest, give a big smile. We're opening up the front of us, stretching our back in extension, and then switch, rounding, stretching your back through flexion. You can push back into your hips a little bit, can always feel nice. And one more time, arching, extending, and then rounding. Now we're going to start making big circles with our spine. So we're going to start at this top rounded position, push out to the left, and drop down, sweep to the right, and push up. So we're doing this big circular motion. You can bend your elbows here and let your hips move. We're just going through flexion, extension of the spine with a little bit of lateral movement. Switch directions. You can call this disco cat. Sometimes we call it sexy cat. Just depends how you're feeling this morning. Cool. And just give yourself one final wiggle. Anything else that you're wanting to do here. Bring yourself up into a kneeling position. We're going to get into the hips a tad. So put your left foot forwards into a lunge. And first of all, we're going to stay nice and high. Rock forwards and backwards. Just seeing how this feels. There's no strict form here. You can put your hand on your knee, put your hand on the floor, hand on your hip. You can just sort of wiggle side to side. You can open your hips to the side. Just seeing how it feels. Especially on this back hip. So we'll mostly focus on opening that hip flexor of the back hip. There's a little bit of adductor, which is your inside leg of the front hip. Now we're going to put our right hand on the floor and push your right knee back a little. So now my lunge is quite long. My back leg is moving towards straight. We're going to do some prise of the front hip. So that's slowly pushing the left knee out, letting your foot lift onto the outside edge and just pushing in and out. Opening up your hips a little. You might feel this a little higher up in the hip. You might feel it in the glute as well because we're moving into external rotation. Then bring that knee back straight. Lift your left arm up to the sky. Exhale. Let's just see how far down we can get. Inhale up. Exhale down. And remember today there is no judgment. There's no, I should be doing this. I should be getting here. We're just moving the body, stretching it, getting ourselves mobilized. Some days it goes really, really well. And some days we just need a bit of extra time and a little bit of extra attention, and that's okay too. Bring yourself back up. Go back into our short lunge. So I just shift my front foot back a little. Left hand on your hip as your right hand comes over the top, and we do another side stretch. So because the right leg is down and we're stretching to the left, all of the right side from the hip up to the shoulder should be feeling that stretch. To make it a bit more intense, you can lean back a little, but no need to push or force that. And relaxing. You can use your hands to switch, and we're just going to put your right leg in front now. Starting off in that shorter lunge, and we'll do our rocking forward and backwards. Sinking into those hips. And after you've done a couple, you can start to go a bit rogue. opening up to the side, maybe having a little twist as you go down. Have a little play with your lunge. Absolutely unlimited options here, I suppose, with different angles, different hand positions, different foot positions. And pop your left hand down and elongate, longen your lunge so that that back leg is moving towards straight and you feel that stretch in your back hip. We're going to slowly open up the right hip by gently pushing on it, rocking onto the edge of that right foot. Getting into the hip a little bit more, a little bit into the glute. I was meant to count how many we did of these, but just going by feel. And then put your foot back on the floor, reach the right hand up, and exhale down. Whenever you're stretching on your own, it's sometimes nice, rather than aiming for a certain number of reps, you just aim to keep moving until you feel your body opening up. Some days that will just be like 3 to 5, that's all you need. Other days just need 10 or 12 reps just to get you going. Always depends on what you've done the day before. Or if you've been sat at your desk all day, or pop yourself back up. Or maybe if you've been training hard the day before, all these things affect how your body feels. So we're back up into our shorter lunge, right hand on the right hip and left hand reaches up and over the top. If you want to make it more intense, do a tiny little back bend, or just keep it to the side. Either is good. Okay, very nice job. We're now gonna start getting into the core just a teeny tiny bit. So there's no, sorry, it's not the core, that comes later. We're gonna do the hamstring first. So we did the hips, now we're gonna move on to the hamstrings, but we are gonna throw the odd plank into it. So I suppose we are prepping the core a little. So from all fours, we're just gonna tuck the toes, lift the hips to a plank, rock forwards for a second if you like, and then lift the hips up into our downward dog. First one of the day, this is quite a big stretch for the whole of your posterior chain. So we're just pedaling the feet, lifting one heel as we put the other heel down towards the ground, bending one leg, straightening the other, shifting the hips from side to side. Sometimes call this walking my dog, because I'm really funny. And now we're going to settle the feet and we're going to bring them closer together and lift up onto your tippy toes. So we're doing like a calf raise, and then drop down. See how close we can get our heels to the floor. Lift up and drop down. 2 more, lift up and drop down. Last one, lift up and drop down. Now we're going to slowly start to walk our feet one step at a time towards our hands. You might need to bend your legs, maybe you need to stay on your toes, or you could even walk your hands along with your feet, just so we end up in a forward fold position. Your legs can be bent or they can be straight, and just sway side to side, letting your back relax, your head relax. Bend the knees, rounding all the way up. Stretch at the top. Take up space. Stretch the fingers and the hands and the elbows. And then fold forwards again. We're going to step left leg back and right leg back to plank. Rock here for a second. And then lift the hips up. Downward dog. We'll start pedaling those feet. Bend one leg, straighten the other, So we're basically stretching one leg at a time, and the other leg is just for support. So switching your hips from side to side, we stretch the hamstring and calf. Bring your feet together, lift the heels, lower the heels, lift the heels, and each time you lower, push a little bit further. One more time, lift and lower, and then take a walk up to the top of your mat. Again, if you need to bend your legs, that's fine. If you need to move your hands as well, totally okay too. Spend a sec here in our forward fold. Bend the knees, lifting up, stretch, expand the spine, lengthen yourself, trying to get as tall as possible, and then we fold forwards. Last time, step back to plank, and then push your hips up, pedaling the feet one after the other. Stretch your right side, stretch your left side. Just a couple more. And onto our little raises. Lift your heels. Back down. Lift them up. Back down. One more time. Lift them up. Back down. And walk forwards. One little step at a time. Bend your knees, rounding all the way up. This time get as wide as you can. Fingertips moving away from one another. Opening your chest, dropping your shoulders down, and fold forwards. Plant the palms, step your left foot back, your right foot back to plank. Drop the knees and sit back into child's pose. And just rest your head on the mat. Lifting up the palms of your hands so you're on your fingertips can increase the stretch in your shoulders, if that feels good. And if you're not fully back sat on your hips, you can still be forwards and getting a lot of benefit from this stretch. Okay, let's do that core stuff I promised you earlier. Nothing too crazy, but we are going to spend we're going to do 3 rounds of a plank, and then we're done with the core. That's what we're doing. So on your hands and knees, we're going to rock back, push into your feet, and then push yourself forwards. And we're hugging our core in towards itself. So you're imagining you're pulling your entire torso in on itself, giving it a little hug. You can rock around side to side, maintaining that tension in your middle. 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees, lower the hips, and if you would like, lower the chest. So we're going to come into a back bend. So you don't need to push up this high. You can be nice and low if you like. Just trying to get a little arch of your spine. Just going as high as is comfortable for you. Push yourself back so you're in your child's pose again. Take a deep breath here. I'm going to roll forwards and into that plank. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. And we're planking. Give your spine that hug. So we're not just sucking the tummy in, we're pulling the whole torso in on itself. Bracing hard. Tucking the hips. 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees. Lower the hips. Push into a back bend of choice. Whether you're up high like this or down low, you can even bend your forearms. A little Sphinx pose. Ready for the last one? Going to push back into our child's pose. Just take a second of chill time before we Activate our core. Roll forwards. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Straightening out the legs. Scoop it in. Just having a little wiggle. A little chill. Trying not to stop breathing here. We're not holding our breath. We are still breathing while maintaining that tension in our core. And lower the knees, lower the hips. Stretch the abs, arch the back. Drop the shoulders down away from your ears. And then sit back to child's pose. And just take a deep breath. Relax your arms. Okay, I'm going to come back to all fours. What we're going to do is we're going to move towards our big pose of the day. We're going to open up the front of us and the back of us all at the same time. We're going to do a thoracic bridge. So there's a couple of ways you can get into it. We'll go through the easier way, I suppose, than first of all. And then the second time round, we're going to do it twice. We'll go the harder way into it. So the first time, we're just going to rotate and sit on our bum. Right arm is on the floor, left arm is up on the legs, and you're going to push through your feet, lifting the hips, lifting the body up until we're in this thoracic bridge position. You might not come this high, you might be a little lower, and that's totally fine. We're just trying to open the chest, open the shoulders, squeezing the glutes, taking that weight in your arm. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Down. Just placing your bum down. And easy peasy, all we need to do to switch to the other side is switch which hand is on the floor. So my left hand is on the floor now, and right hand is up on my knee. Everything else stays the same. We push up, lifting the hips, and we keep going as high as we can until it just feels awesome. Full body opener. It's like the opposite of a downward dog. So there we stretched all the back of us. Now we're stretching all the front of us. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So not an easy move at all. We're holding a lot of our weight on a single arm. But it does feel good to open yourself up like that. We're going to do that one more time, each side. So feel free to go into it from that seated tabletop position. Or you can join me in a core balance challenge where we're going to start in a plank and rotate into the bridge. Far more dramatic, far more challenging. But it looks cool if you can get it. So feel free to do as we did, or join me here in a plank. Now we're going to roll over to the right side, lifting the left hand up into a side plank. From there, lift the left foot and place it behind you, and then push the hips up. So it's a dramatic looking version of what we just did. My right leg is straight, my left leg is bent. And it's almost like, oh my gosh, I've fallen over. I cannot get up. But of course we can rotate back around, lifting up that foot over into our plank, knees down, hips back, child's pose for a second. And then try it on the other side. So rock forwards into your plank, roll over to that left side, right hand lifts, right foot steps behind, and then push it up. Dramatic thoracic bridge, sometimes called a rock star or a wild thing. And there's another slightly different variation, roll back to your plank, that I really like, called fallen triangle, where both legs are straight. We're not doing that today, but maybe another one. Back in our child's pose here. Just relax. Relaxing your arms and letting your head sink into the mat. Slowly bring yourself back up. That was our crescendo, I guess. We're going to come back and sit just like we did at the start in our cross-legged position. And we're just going to take a moment here to re-check in with our body. How do we feel after all of that? Do you still need a bit extra? Do you want any more opening of the back of the hip? Have a little wiggle. Just see what you need. Twisting one way and the other way. You can fold, you can tilt, you can stretch. And when you're ready, just settling in to the center. And I want you to take whichever hand feels comfortable and place it on your chest. And take a moment to just listen and try to feel your heartbeat. Once you've found it, we're going to start breathing really big and deeply in through the nose. And out through the mouth. So we're taking really big breaths. We're breathing in to our absolute maximum capacity. We're filling both lungs. We're lifting the chest. We're lifting the torso. We feel expanded and full. And when we breathe out slowly and steady, feeling our diaphragm compressing upwards and pushing all the air out of our lungs, and we actually get a bit smaller. And keep going. And as you breathe and as you get more oxygen into your system and slow down, you can start to feel your heartbeat slowing down too. So much of our life is lived at 100%, constantly rushing from one place to the next, from one thing to another. It can be a little scary for your body to keep up, so taking this time just to slow down and really breathe. Remind it that it's safe. Something so simple as taking some big deep breaths can be enough to make you feel better. Relax your hand back down to your knees. And we're done. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel so much better. And have a great day, no matter what you're doing. See you next time.